Hey, welcome back to Confidence in Christ with Kayla. We are continuing our mini-series in 1 John, and we are in chapter 5, verse 3. This is love for God, to keep his commands, and his commands are not burdensome. This section of 1 John is all about Jesus. Again, it is just driving home the point that Jesus was sent as our atoning sacrifice to save us from sins. And it's reminding us and telling us now, this is love for God. So this is how we show our love for God. It is to keep his commands. Now, a lot of people will look at the commandments or just the commands that God gives us throughout the Bible and be like, what a buzzkill. Look at all these rules I have to follow. Oh my goodness, I'm never going to have any fun. I won't be able to do anything. Look at all these things that I now have on top of me that I have to make sure I don't do or whatever it is. But then our awesome author says, and his commands are not burdensome. Don't get confused. Just like a loving father here on earth puts rules in place to keep his children safe, that is exactly what God does for us. God is the good father, the loving father who does nothing without thinking of us and how much he loves us. And his commands are in place so that we may be safe and that we can honor him, we can protect ourselves, and just bring glory to his kingdom. And his commands are not burdensome, especially when you get that heaven perspective, when you are so focused on God and you are in tune with the Spirit and you are walking in line with his will and just surrendering fully all the things that you want. You just lay them at the side and you go, God, those are great, but what you've got is greater for me, and I want to follow whatever you have before me. Those commands are going to line up with his will, and they aren't going to feel like a burden. They aren't going to feel like something heavy on your shoulders because you are following God's will, and those line up perfectly with keeping us safe and with his commands that he has for us. So, when we walk in his will and we walk hand in hand with him through life and we follow his commands and we are doing his will, we are showing God love is by keeping his commands. So it all flows together, and it's such a beautiful symphony that God has created for us through life. So I hope this gives you confidence knowing that when you follow hard after Jesus and we align with him, that we can love him so completely by keeping his commands and not having them feel so burdensome and heavy on our shoulders, that we have that ability within us thanks to the grace and mercy of God. So keep following hard after him. Go after his will and align it with yours. Align your will with his. Sorry, I said that backwards. That we may follow him and know that we are loving him completely.